CEO Ben Smith is with me now, and Ben, good day to you. You were quite vocal on Sunday, got a lot of attention for what appeared to be a short but very succinct speech at the World War II Memorial. You said something to our producers a bit earlier today. You think the government is trying to provoke the veterans to do something. What do you mean by that?
And that's just not my statement. I mean, within the people who see things wrong here, who are looking at the shutdown, this can be absolutely planned, and it's a conversation topic. They want us to do something. They either want to diminish our voice or our significance, or draw contact, and they can crush us. I mean, you've got Sheila Jackson Lee, who is calling for martial law to end the shutdown. I mean, that's insane. That's getting rid of the Constitution of the United States, which is also what every service member has signed up to and including their life for, to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against enemies both foreign and domestic. So we've got a government here that seems to be wanting to create the conditions that they want to take our Second Amendment. You know, they're going for the Second Amendment. They're trying to take guns from the veterans with PTSD and all those types of things. Voting rights. In the past elections, there was a lot of problems with the veterans in voting, getting the ballots back from overseas. And they want to discredit the military and get us to do something stupid so they can lock us down, get rid of, you know, you can call it a conservative Tea Party movement. It's more people who believe in the foundations of this country are the people that they're poking at, which are the citizens of this country.
A couple of weeks ago, this would have been filled with people.
It's been seen in 176 different countries and raised eyebrows from England to Everett. But now ratings for the YouTube sensation known as Tweaker Cam have dropped off considerably.
We have 1.5 million upset people. They want us to find entertainment for them. And we're just tickled to death that it's very boring.
Fed up with a homeless camp that's plagued his neighborhood for years, Gary Watts recently set up HD video cameras outside his Everett business. They captured grim images of people shooting up in broad daylight. Today, that very same street corner, dubbed Tweakerville, is a ghost town.
Can you imagine Christmas coming, and then all at once, in a matter of 2 or 3 days, you see the place clean up almost totally?
Since the cameras went up, police arrested 16 people between here and a nearby park. The dealers seem to have disappeared, but where did the dozens of others go?
We're not sure, but we're hoping they went to one of these fine cities around us.
They were loading up with as many people, it's got to be dozens of people in the back of that thing. They take them to a nearby Walmart, and then the Walmart is where I guess Metro buses or school buses will take them to the shelter. The question is, what shelter are they taking them to? Because I heard Tom say GRB is overcrowded and or not overcrowded, but at the capacity they had planned for. So I think they're, gosh, I certainly have that question. I don't know if we've answered it.
But that's what you mean when you say disorganized organization, because there is at least some kind of system. I mean, earlier we've seen reporters have situations where people come out of water like this, and it's late at night, and they're wet, and with their children and their pets, and they really have nowhere to go. At least they have a system where they're taking them to a Walmart where they can be inside and wait and figure out what comes next.
2 South Carolina sheriff's deputies are on paid leave after 2 women died in a flooded van the deputies were driving. Nicolette Green and Wendy Newton were being transported to mental health facilities when floodwaters overtook the van Tuesday night. In South Carolina, law enforcement officials are responsible for taking people to facilities where they are being involuntarily committed.
Newly revealed documents show the Trump administration took money away from FEMA and other federal agencies, apparently to pay for immigration detention centers.
I haven't asked to leave the property, but I'm guessing that's about what's to happen.
Yeah, so I think that's what they're going towards. What was your name again, sir? I'm sorry,
Senator Jeff Merkley. U.S. Senator Jeff Merkley. I've now been asked to leave the property, and so I'll comply with that.
2 weeks ago, Senator Jeff Merkley tried to get a tour of an immigrant detention center at an abandoned Walmart building in Brownsville, Texas.
Yes, ICE is the conduit for OR to get them to the facility. So we have these are families. These are male-head households, and they're.
About the wall, about, you can call it a barrier, you can call it whatever you want, but essentially we need protection in our country. We're going to make it good. The people of our country want it. I have never had so much support as I have in the last week over my stance for border security, for border control, and for, frankly, the wall or the barrier.
They are all around us, invisible and unsuspected. 3 million members of a secretive society older than the American Republic. For nearly 300 years, generations of Freemasons have obeyed their oaths, hidden their rituals, and maintained their silence until now.
What is the secret? See, that's what they don't want to talk about.
There's nothing wrong with secrets.
I think it adds a facet of fascination to it.
In almost every mysterious and controversial event, from Jack the Ripper to the assassination of John F. Kennedy, you can, if you look hard enough, find Masonic involvement.
We know who killed JFK. We know what happened at Area 51. Don't ask.
Those conspiracy theories have been out there for a long time. I think part of it is the fact that we've never been out front and open about what we're doing.
We will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems. In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
And that's the people in the government.
Make sense of this. We're looking at the World War II memorial there in Washington. I mean, it's essentially a sidewalk that comes off the mall. Why would the government put up barricades, pay people, spend the money, so that they could install barricades to keep people out? Why would that happen?
Well, there's such political dissension in the country. They're thumbing their noses at each other. And the thing is, the American citizen and the American service member are now the battlefield. They're trying to fight over us or to get votes, and it's become a political war game. It's like a cold civil war out there for which way the country wants to go, and the right isn't the right anymore. There's no real political figures who believe in the Constitution. And you know, I could name a few of them who I would kind of trust on the Hill. It's amazing.
Only a few.
They're using us.
Yeah, and you've made the point clear that, you know, you think the military is being used as pawns in this whole fight.